Hey crypto fans, welcome back here with more news on the Bitcoin. Today we're talking about the future price predictions and the future of a Bitcoin. For sure we're talking about the ETF and a lot of interesting stuff will be discussed in today's video, and Bitcoin ETF might be approved pretty soon or SEC can fight for it. Let's discuss all of the information we have on this one. So first of all we go with, as the Galaxy Digital CEO says, a spot Bitcoin ETF will be approved before the January 10th legends, and this is just the rumors and it's not an official, so you need to understand that. Next is breaking. Co-sponsor of Elizabeth Warren's Bitcoin ban bill admits the bankers helped Warren write the bill, and this is some interesting details we have right here. Bitcoin computes this math algorithm 500 and a lot of zeros, trillions, billions, quadrillions acts every second to secure the global network. And next here, as the ETF will be a demand shock for Bitcoin and the halving will be a supply shock, says Michael Saylor. Saylor founded the world's largest public analytics and business intelligence corporation. MicroStrategy owns $7 billion of Bitcoin. As breaking, numerous Bitcoin spot ETFs to be approved before the January 2024, according to the reliable source. Yeah, source, I made it up, that's what we're saying. It's not a reliable source, but a lot of expectations and a lot of people thinking that a Bitcoin spot ETF is about to be approved really soon. Spread awareness, buy Bitcoin, study Bitcoin, and a lot of people doing the job by printing, buy Bitcoin on the US dollars, as we could see on this video over here. In terms of getting to one, Bitcoin has priced out the poor worldwide. It's effectively priced out Western middle class at 40,000 plus this past cycle. Next will be pricing out those with a 500,000 to 10 million net worth. Then 2028 will be priced out 10 million to 35 million net worthers. And 2032, it's goodbye to the chances of the ultra high net worth. Then people start acting like drug addicts for Bitcoin. Only once they can't get enough will most people pay attention to. And next is, The Economist is no longer calling Bitcoin a tulip mania and instead calling it a serious asset. In another 3 years they will be calling it a reserve asset. So the second reason is that with each boom and bust cycle, it becomes clear that crypto is not a bubble like tulip mania in the 1630s or the craze of a Beanie Babies in the 1990s. Although the Bitcoin is a volatile asset, its price history looks more like a mountain range than a single peak. It appears closely correlated with attached stock, yet is only moderately correlated with the broader market, an asset that swings up and down and not in parallel with other things people might have in a portfolio, can be useful diversifier. The Bitcoin has established itself as a serious asset seems to be a source of the latest search. In August, an American court ruled that the Securities and Exchange Commission, America's main markets regulator, had been arbitrary and capricious when rejecting an effort by Grayscale, an investment firm, to convert a $17 billion trust invested entirely in Bitcoin into an exchange-traded fund. Doing so would have invested in Bitcoin easier for the average punter. In October, the court upheld its ruling and in effect ordering the SEC to give way, as the biggest fund managers including BlackRock and Fidelity have also applied to launch ETFs, as given the returns Bitcoin has offered in the past and its correlation with other assets, the result could be a rush of cash into Bitcoin, and even sensible investors consider putting small slices of their pension pots or portfolios into the crypto for diversification. As they start by calling the industry a cockroach that can survive without its head. Although intended as an insult, they are pointing out the key property of Bitcoin: you can't kill it. They also think the industry had was CZ and SBF, showing their naivety of how it actually works. So chopping off their heads does not work. Cockroaches can live without one for as long as a week. Whacking them in don't guarantee either. Their flexibility exoskeletons can bend to accommodate as much as 900 times their body weight, so nor is flushing them down to the toilet a solution. Some breeds can hold their breath for more than half an hour, and to most roaches are an unwelcome pest. Their presence is made all the worse because they are indestructible. An unwelcome past is how many financiaries and regulators would describe the crypto industry. Criminals use cryptocurrencies to launder money, terrorists use them to make payments, hackers demand ransoms in Bitcoin. Many crypto coins are created simply so their makers can make off with their money. And the industry also appears to be indestructible. Crypto prices were crashed by higher interest rates in 2022, and the industry's head has been chopped off. Changpeng Zhao and Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of the world's biggest and second biggest crypto exchanges, now both await sentencing for financial crimes, breaking into money laundering, loss, and fraud respectively. Regulators are cracking down, yet not only has crypto survived, it is once again soaring as Bitcoin climbed to a 2-year high of almost 45,000 on December 11th, up from just 16,600 at the start of the year. So what is going on? For one thing, indestructibility is built into the technology. And next here is the Bitcoin's bull run begins, and we could see that from 2013, 2017, and now we're looking for the next Bitcoin and the next third step. So before the third step starts, we still need to go through the step 2 and go down a little bit to buy more Bitcoins and accumulate before explosively going on a bull run. You can't just shame all of the mega miners and giant pools into being good for Bitcoin. We need to drown them with truly decentralized hash 0.1 kilowatt at a time. This is how Bitcoin was designed to work, and I tend to agree to some extent. As the computation gets cheaper and more efficient and the use case for hashing extends, there may be enough incentive for every individual to participate in hashing with whatever method they can. Where can I read more technical stuff about this? And next is there are over $3 billion worth of Bitcoin short liquidations above us, ready to get liquidated. As next, if the average person knew how much capital was locked out of buying Bitcoin until a spot Bitcoin ETF is approved, they probably still wouldn't panic, because us as a human beings have been taught to value things that are not scarce and think scarcity is not important. It's why boomers and non-doom and gloom type will be the ones who end up with most of the Bitcoin. They understand the true nature, power, and importance of scarcity. We need a free education in the world, and Bitcoin is the first incentive dominoes that will hopefully usher in time of re-education. Also, the fact is that Bitcoin is now the 16th largest world currency by market cap. So if we'll look at this screenshot, we could see that Bitcoin is valued at 19.5 million Bitcoins, and if we look at others, we could see the ones that we could see actually in this screenshot. The 15th is on top is Mexican, I don't know what's the currency, so it's Mexican currency with a 21.5 million Bitcoins value, and Russian ruble is a 23.6 million Bitcoins value. I guess at the top one we got the USD dollar, then we got the euro or the British pound, and there may be Chinese yuan and Japanese. I don't remember the Japanese won, but it's also around the fixed 6 spot. Also we got the we got rupees and maybe some other countries that you can just write down in the comments what we supposed to, but we can check out it on a couple of next videos. So that's all the information we got on the Bitcoin today. If you're interested in more, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.